There you have it. Okay. Maybe I should... Hello, Frustran. Good evening. Maybe I should increase the range of the torpedoes, because it's probably pretty hard to hit a moving target otherwise. Where do we have an enemy which we can test on? Yeah. Okay. Damage still seems a bit weak, but I mean it was a direct hit, so but on the asteroids it worked pretty well. Hard to say. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So now you have the chance to actively influence the development of the new torpedo launcher. So, okay. I'm going to increase the range of our torpedo shockwave. So I'm going to make it last a little bit longer, which will also increase its range. Going to increase the push force a little bit, maybe to 10. And going to increase the damage even more. It's going to be really tricky to balance, actually. I mean, it will be very ineffective versus like small and mobile chips. So okay, so I guess we're already in the testing and balancing phase. Yeah, basically it only does ship, it is calculated per frame, and it is actually applied only once to a ship part in every frame. But maybe this doesn't really make sense for bigger ships, so maybe we should make the damage sort of depend on the size. Yeah, it might actually be necessary in order to balance it, because otherwise it's going to be super OP against asteroids and still relatively useless against ships. Well, that was underwhelming. Why did it do more damage? I don't get it. I mean, it only hit like one. Just super unbalanced. I don't get it.
Begin mission.
Okay, maybe I know why. What do I? Maybe because it was a direct hit, and since it was a direct hit, it didn't get destroyed? Is that correct? No, that is not correct. It is not correct. It did get destroyed. Just to be sure, let's make a little... Was that so? Yeah. Just to be sure, let's make a little output. Destroy torpedo. To be sure that this is actually called. Because it didn't really look like it was called earlier. Okay. Completely not OP. Well. Okay, so my working theory is that it doesn't work if you hit the ship directly. So first, just because it feels good. Nice. Next, let's move on. I mean, actually, I really like it, so actually, I'm really sort of inclined to just let you guys experience this senseless destruction. Okay. But it doesn't affect these guys, I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so that was not the reason, I guess. Yeah, the destroy function was called every time. It just didn't really... It just didn't really affect the ship part all that much. So let's re-examine how that works exactly. Okay, so okay, so we are trying to get the module which is closest to our shockwave. Maybe this is incorrect, let's see. Oh, it is incorrect. Yeah, it is incorrect. It is incorrect. Okay, so what I thought is that it just picks the module which is closest to the point which you give the function. But it actually only checks if the point is within. And that is not the case, which is why it didn't work. Okay, so let's make a new function, get closest module. And let's just go through the list of all of our modules. And if module and if best is null, or just 2 of actually, what is it? Dist 2 vectors, points, whatever. Okay. Module. Oh, we already have this function. It's called get nearest module, not get closest module, and also not get module. I really should add some documentation. It's coming to haunt me. So get nearest module. Okay. So okay. So okay. So basically, the reason why ships didn't take a lot of damage was not that it the damage value is too low, but rather that it isn't working at all. So now that it is working, we can figure out if we should maybe scale the damage with ship size, which might make sense. I mean, intuitively it would make sense. Oh, also the nebula are rotating really fast now. Way too fast actually, so let's just reduce the speed a bit. Okay, good. Oh, next. Let's try it on the guy. First of all, let's leave the nebula. And let's try it on that guy. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's a bit too powerful now, so let's turn it back down a bit. Let's go back to 200. Yeah, and I guess then we can even try it on like boss enemies and stuff. I mean, 2 torpedoes are still going to do 400 damage if it's direct hit. And even if it is only like a half hit, it would still do 200 damage.
Begin mission.
Okay. Seems sort of reasonable, I guess. Okay. Very nice crash. What has happened? What? Well, I haven't seen that one before. Asteroid create fixtures. Assertion error. Okay, dynamic tree, line 80. Let's see. Assert AABB is valid. Yeah, it's very, very useful stuff. Fixture create proxies. Body create fixture. Fixture 384. Proxy idea. Create proxy. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Body 196. Okay. So let's have a look at the calling function. Asteroid create fixture, which is here. So circle shape, set radius, new fixture def, shape is circle shape, density 3. Ugh. I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Tommy, any ideas? You as a fellow JBox or Box2D user? I mean, maybe the size is incorrect? I guess. Let's test it. I mean, it would be a bit odd, but maybe. What else could it be? Well, first of all, let's try if we can reproduce it. So, good. Did you ever consider doing the parts in 3D? Well, actually, yes. So this is sort of like the 5th generation of module graphics, and I've tried a lot of different things. And you are correct in that the normal maps would be like more correct in a way, but I figured that doing it in 3D is really, really a lot of work, and in a sense, you know, usually you're playing on like this magnitude, and the normal maps do not have like a huge effect in my personal opinion. So I sort of prefer to you know, put my time and effort in other things, like you know, more particle effects, more stuff, more content, and yeah. And also I should say that I don't have a huge experience in actual 3D design. So, I mean, I've done a little bit of Blender and stuff, but I'm not an expert by any means. Okay, we can actually also test the damage on our own chip. Let's see.
Ship state critical.
It worked.
Begin mission.
I should also say that I'm sort of constantly cycling through everything and improving stuff along the way. So, for example, yesterday I think I redid the modules for the laser module, the gift box module, and the railgun module. So basically I'm sort of constantly looking like which part sucks the most, and like which is the most horrible thing to look at, and then I go improve it, or try to improve it. Anyway.
Ship destroyed. Alert. Ship damaged.
Whoa! What happened here? Is the range that big?
Begin mission.
How can the range be so big?
Ship destroyed.
Okay, so I guess we sort of have to really double check what the range is of the actual shockwave. So I think we can no longer just guess about this. So shockwave size. If this is smaller in size, okay, D is stuff. Why am I doing this? I sort of forgot why I did this. Well, okay, anyway, let's just check the size.
Begin mission.
Size 109. I think one of these blocks is 50, so it would be okay. Okay, so we're getting up to 110. Does it make sense? Excuse me. Okay, yeah, it does make sense. So we're expanding at 150 per second for 0.75. So yeah, okay. So it's approximately what we're seeing. So that part is correct. We just need to, well, replace it with something more reasonable, like 150, 100 and 0.5 seconds, which should give us a range of 50. Okay. I guess one reason I was it's sort of confusing is that it doesn't look like the range is so big, because actually I've sort of forgot if it just disappears too fast or if the texture size doesn't really match up with the actual extent. So let me check this. So let's close the stuff here. Let's close this and let's open the texture which is actually used at the moment. Yeah, okay. This doesn't match up at all. Okay. This doesn't match up at all. Okay, so we have to increase the size at which the stuff is drawn in order to, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, but that's probably sort of easy to do, so let's just multiply it by 1.25 or whatever. Okay, good. Let's give it a go.
Begin mission.
That seems more reasonable. Okay. Yeah. And by the way, I can explain why there was so much space. The texture is the same which is used here on the indicators for the enemies which are out of range. And when the enemies move, there is a little arrow. And this arrow is at the same... how shall I put it? Basically, you can overlay the circle texture and the arrow texture, and it will look to be at the correct position. So that is why I did like that. Okay, it actually looked sort of reasonable. Let's try again, and then let's try it against some real enemies. And also, I'm sort of so sick of this ship being not rated correctly. I should not have done that. It's so annoying. Now, I just wanted to show you this nice feature, and now all the modules have a different rate, which is so stupid. So now it's super unbalanced. How can I make it balanced? Let's delete this stuff. Okay, now it's a sort of balanced, I guess. Yeah, okay. Good.
Begin mission.
It doesn't look like it, but it's balanced now. Almost. And now it's super slow. Okay, so I give up. I'm going to make a new ship, a new torpedo test based on this guy. Well, I mean, this is a cheat function. I mean, you're not really supposed to use it anyway, so it's just for me to test this sort of stuff. Okay, good. So, torpedo launcher here. And we can remove that guy. And I mean, we can add some more torpedo launchers, and I'm going to just assign these to different keys so that we do not have to launch all the missiles at once. I mean, we can still do that. So let's do it like this. Did it work? Yes, it did work. Okay, good.
Begin mission.
So, torpedo 1, go. Torpedo 2, go. And torpedo 3. And 1 again.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Okay.
Ship damaged.
So you shouldn't use it at close range. Good. So now let's try some actual enemies. Wow, so much ore. Okay, good. So where are we? Okay, nice. Okay, so there's a big guy down there. And a guy over here. Okay, so let's give it a go.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Very nice. And another guy down here. Let's give it a go. And where did it go? No, you only have 2 shots per mission, which is what makes this one tricky. So you cannot only use these modules. So what do you think? What are your thoughts balance-wise? I'm going to play some more. Oh, all that ore. And I don't have an ore container. Okay. So let's try to actually kill some stuff. Very nice. Let's kill that guy. Very nice. And it's It seems reasonable, right? I mean, it's not like, you know, super balanced yet, but
Begin mission. Module trader detected.
it seems sort of What? But nice, it spawned out right next to this guy. Okay. So can we take out the station at full range? Let's try. Yes, we can. And can we kill that guy and that guy? And that guy. Okay, now we die because we have no more torpedoes, so... Yeah? Makes sense. I mean, we could have... Wait a second. Oh, we can do something nice. Wait a second. We have our... How is it called? Autoloader. I mean, obviously it doesn't do much here because firing rate isn't the limiting factor. But we can make it so that it increases the ammo of our torpedo launcher. Would it make sense? Not at all, but maybe. Yeah, I guess we would need sort of like a new model because it would be a bit confusing to have these very different functionalities here at the same time. So yeah, okay. So I'm just going to give it 1 or 2 more tries, and if it works I'm going to deploy it so that you guys can try it your own. Actually I should make like a real chip where it is like a supplement and not the main weapon. So what was my main test chip? Let's take this one, let's make a copy. Let's draw torpedo. And here I'm just going to replace these lights with torpedo launchers. Okay. So I'm not going to use the standard key for our torpedo launchers, but I will rather use 1. Okay, so now I can use 1 for our torpedoes and W for the other weapons. Does the autoloader affect the laser module? It's sort of a good question. Wait a second. Weapon min delay, okay. Yeah, actually, yes. It's a bug. Yeah. Oh, it's actually really bad. So this sort of depends on the frame rate, which would not be the case. Okay, yeah. Wait a second. I just need to add that. Laser module frame rate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a bug. So if you have 60 frames per second or higher, it will not affect you. If you do have below 60 frames per second, it might increase the damage. Okay, yeah. But I will fix that at some point. Whoa, it's a whole lot of ships. Wait, why? What? Why? Why is there so much stuff going on? Why? Is the ship so expensive? I don't get it. By the way, I should decrease the cost to 40. Why is there so much stuff going on? Well, whatever. We will die anyway, so we will try. So fire our torpedoes, fire our main guns, fire our torpedoes again, and get completely wrecked. Yeah. Okay. Let me just check why there were so many ships. The game state random. Ship is not null. Cost times 1.5. Well, maybe that's a bit steep. Let's try it like this. Yeah, actually you're right. You could make stealth bombers using the new modules. It might be pretty OP actually. But at the same time you need to hit your target, and in order to hit it, especially if it's a moving target, you have to get relatively close, and that's dangerous again.
Enemy station detected. Begin mission.
I don't get it now. There's only one enemy. Or two enemies. Strange. But that's also not our correct ship. So.
Begin mission. Module trader detected.
Okay, so it's interesting. It's sort of a risky trade-off. Should we use it here? Or should we not? Or should we use it against that guy? Well, that didn't really work. Okay, good. Seems to be working. I should change the sound of it. So currently it's the sound of the fireball. I mean, we should change it anyway, but we can at least make it the sound of the missile launcher. Yeah. So that is better. Yeah. Let's try again. Add sticky armor. What would sticky armor do? I mean, I can add it to the module list, to the voting list, I mean. If you had two cloaking devices, do you cloak longer? Yes. But I will probably change the way the cloaking module works in the future. Because... So basically what people suggested is that cloaking should be energy based. So the cost of being cloaked increases over time, but it allows you sort of a bit more freedom, so you can have another, you can, devote a lot of energy to your cloaking device and cloak for a longer time, or you can not do that, for example.
Hostile capital ship detected. Begin mission.
Okay, I like how the nebula are moving. I do not like how that mine hit me. Okay, so I also should sort of improve the camera mode. It's still sort of a bit unsatisfactory, I think. Wait a second. I think it's just a little bit close. Let's go to very far and see how that works.
Factory detected. Begin mission.
We can add more particle effects to our explosion. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try to disable the stuff using our... Oh, it's... okay. It's very effective against shields, which might be a nice side effect. It's not so effective against getting rammed in the face.
Module collected.
It's sort of tricky to... okay. I'm sort of considering adding like a third shot. I'm not really sure.
Ship destroyed.
Maybe a third shot would be nice. Because 2 feels a little bit few. I mean, I'm going to try 3 and just to see how it feels. So I'm going to make a third missile which is in the center. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah. I also should add the number of shots to the tooltip. As, what is it? Torpedo launcher. Missiles. And it is going to be called shot count. And I need to add some localization for shot count. So shot count is number of shots. Also for the German version. Okay, good. The ore extractor gives less than destroying the asteroids? I can check that later on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to prepare a new patch. So implement okay, Torpedo launcher. I'm just going to do this now so that it can compile together with the rest of the resources. Aim to enter to be launched in the live stream. Okay. Let's give it a try. Actually, the ore extractor is one of the modules which I'm going to improve anyway. At least the visual effect. Yeah, because I do not really like how it looks, but for now I can just see if I can figure out if there's a bug here. It's not really pretty at all, the code here. Ore capacity left. 1 plus bonus times ore count. Ore count is 2 plus this. Count times. You are correct. You are correct, Fustran. You are correct. You are correct. So I was... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me fix it. Very well done. Well done, well done. Okay, yeah, this will be fixed. This will be fixed also in the next patch. Okay. And there's another arrow here. Missiles. I guess it is missiles plural. What? Okay, that is working. Module is in the game. It should also be available to the AI, so in the future AI ships will also use the torpedo launcher. Just give it one last try and then I'm going to deploy it. Yeah, we changed the number of shots, so we should now have 3 missiles here, okay. Which is actually how it looks like, so let's give it one shot. Yeah, one shot kills seem a bit too OP, but well, we can still do that later on. So now we have 2 missiles. And we totally missed. And just test it again against the factory. Okay. 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 Okay, good. Nice. I just wanted to check if the description is correct. Okay, number of shots 3 in the bottom, which is correct. Okay. So let's deploy it. here. Let's make a patch announcement. Yeah, it's actually going to be a bit tricky to make the AI use it correctly. If at all possible. I mean, we will see how it works out. Okay, so I can just open it here. Okay, by the way, I am going to learn a bit on libgdx, which is a pretty good Java-based framework to develop games for desktop, mobile, and HTML. And I'm pretty much starting from zero, so I do not have a setup ready. I do have a book on the topic, and I've read a little bit about it, but I haven't actually tested anything yet. So I was sort of thinking about streaming a bit about it, like how to set up an environment to do it, and how to, get like a first 3D Hello World program to run and stuff. Would you be interested in something like that? So, I mean, it would be interesting for you, like if you're interested in, developing your own game, doing stuff. So what are your thoughts? Would you be willing to watch such a horrible thing of me failing around and doing stuff? You would watch it? Okay. A game dev tycoon stream, okay. Okay. I mean, basically, I'm going to do the failing and trying anyway, so it'd be nice to have you guys around. I'm not exactly sure when I will do it. It will probably be sometime next week. Okay. Wait, let me just check my calendar. So Friday is a holiday here in Germany. So guess Friday? Friday at the same time as today? Would that be interesting for you? So Friday 6 p.m. at GMT. Or 7 p.m. CET. Yeah. Okay. Okay, deploying is done, testing is done. I've deployed it to Steam. Let me just check if it will be there. Thank you, Fustran. Looking forward to see you there. Just going to start Steam to see if it actually did deploy, which it should have. Yep, apparently it does. Yep. Okay, so this wraps up my development stream for today. Thank you all for watching. As usual, you're very welcome to join me next week on Sunday or on Friday when I do my extracurricular libgdx fail stream. And yeah, so thanks for playing, thanks for watching, take care, and yeah, have a nice week. Goodbye.